Originally, I'm from North Carolina. I came to Utah State, to Utah, to go to school. Always intending to return back to North Carolina, but decided that at some point I was going to stay out here and finish my degree. I met my wife from Las Vegas, and so the joke is this is as close as I could get her to North Carolina from Las Vegas as possible before she said hit the brakes. So did my school here, my bachelor's degree and one of my graduate degrees, and started working as an intern in residential treatment. Noticed I was working with an inordinate amount of adopted children, and that's kind of what started and fueled my passion to work with adoptive families.
It's better to feel pain than nothing at all. The opposite of love's indifference.
From this entire process, from opening 3 Points, a couple things I've learned. Running a program, running a center is a lot more difficult than I ever thought. I always kind of imagined that this would be a great thing, and it is, but I imagined I would be better at it than I am, and I'm learning a great deal about structure and organization and calling upon the talents and skills of some wonderful people. You know, Thane Palmer and Rod Mays and Katie Soley, my brother Glenn and his leadership. We've needed to depend on Lindsay and Luann and all our team, so many people on their skill set to make this function and to make it work. So there's a whole learning curve there for me as far as running a business, if you will. I've always been a clinician in a small practice or a clinical director, so this is a whole new ballgame for me. I'm also learning about the power of resiliency, and that our kids are fantastic at surviving and coping and being resourceful. Sometimes they don't always use that in the best ways, but they do use them. The trust that you're given for these kids who don't often really trust people, they may superficially and charismatically trust, but at a really deep level is really sacred. I don't use that word lightly, but it is a sacred trust that we're given to have that influence with the kids and to know them intimately, and it can be done. You know, change can be made, it can be created. It just takes a lot of work and an attitude of we don't give up on kids. We can't give up on these kids.
Keep your head up, my love. Keep your head up, my love. Keep your head up, love.
So one is a real strong focus on the model and making sure that we're doing the best we can by the kids. The second is making sure our staff are absolutely trained in the way they need to be trained and working with challenging situations. Shoring up our academics, making sure that we're delivering the best academic product we can for these families. So on this campus, that's the goal. At some point, we're going to look at expanding and having another campus for 3 Points. There is enough demand and need out there for our services, and we want to help as many kids as we can. We're not going to do that before we're ready. We need to focus on what we're doing in the here and now.